Well, hello, my beautiful Librans. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for the end of April right through the end of May 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. With this deck, I'm going to get your overarching energy, and with the other deck, I'm going to do a Celtic cross to see who is coming in towards you. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their singles love life? Okay, they want one more, so I will give it. We have the Anchor. Okay, so I definitely see you've been going through a period of personal development where you've been grounding your energy. With the Sun card, this is your protagonist energy. So you are trying to be as positive as possible, even though part of you with the Moon card is feeling very uncertain about your love life. And you may be also feeling a little bit drained with life in general. You may have had a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and you may have felt that you haven't been able to give the energy or the time to really focusing on your love life. With the Sun card, this really indicates that you are going to get that energy, but you have been in a very deep period of personal development where you're gaining enlightenment about who you are, what you want, and the things, of course, that you really do not want, and the experiences that have drained you. With the Sun card in this position, it does indicate that things are getting better, that there are actually a lot of people who notice you on an aesthetic level. Some people, do want to get to know you on a deeper level, but they may not be saying it right now because the Moon is hidden. It's hidden energy. So we will go into that a little bit further as we move forward. But this is you basically, learning to shine that wonderful light of yours to basically experience all that life has to offer when you have a moment, because I do feel like you have been very, very weighed down by a lot of, multitasking in your life. And I feel that perhaps now you're really going to give love your full attention and your full focus to get out there and find someone new. So you may decide suddenly to have bursts of energy. You're going to decide to either get out there and pick up a new hobby, or book yourself on a new experience, maybe an adventure or some sort of travel, or even involve yourself more in the community in some event that really makes you happy, because the Sun is a card of the self, okay? It is a card of ego. Now, there are lots of different aspects of ego. The energy I'm getting from this one is a very positive ego. It's like a sense of self. You are nourishing yourself and bringing healthier things into your life so that you've got a brighter future to look forward to. So I definitely see that you're looking at what makes you happy and doing more of that in your life. A lot of you may have been focusing on your projects and been, as I said, very, very busy, but now I feel your focus is a little bit more on love, especially since the Sun card is showing up in your love reading. It does mean you're putting a bit of a spotlight on your happiness, on your joy. And remember, to go out and find love or a partner is also an act of self-care. Okay, so finding the time is relevant. Now we do have the Moon card. It's in the resistance position. So some of you, for some time, you may have only been dreaming about love and not really putting the energy towards it. This is a card really of feeling very unsure about your love life. You may feel that there are some deep-rooted feelings within you that have been processed, shall we say, over the last, it could be the last couple of years. You may have also been looking at where people come in to your energetic sphere and basically try to dull your shine or try to, you know, take your energy. If you notice that you are an overgiver because you've got the Sun card here and in the resistance position you've got the Moon, it can mean that there are some people who come into your energetic sphere looking for love, care, devotion, and for fixing. And they drain your energy. Although you are a wonderful person who is so loving, you have a beautiful heart, and you're so generous and kind, you just give with unconditional love. And you may notice that some people, once they are built up in their confidence and they feel a bit more fixed within themselves, then they may actually leave or flee the nest. So you may have noticed that because you are a healer, that you tend to have a lot of people who have deep trauma come towards you. And I feel like you're trying to... What I'm feeling here is, you know, don't ever change your wonderful self. You are going through a period of growth, but you're gaining clarity and awareness. Excuse me. It's interesting that I'm losing my voice when I'm touching the resistance position. So you may put your needs second to other people. And this may be in love. You may, you know, always think of the most romantic, wonderful thing to surprise your partner with. And you just wish that they would do something similar. Or, you know, we need to remember that we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And you are someone who has done a lot of soul searching and a lot of deep diving into your emotions. You know, you've got the anchor there. So you've gone pretty deep. And sometimes you may meet people who have not really open themselves up to a spiritually mature path just yet. So with the Moon card in this position, it does indicate that there is an opportunity for love just waiting to show up for you. The universe is orchestrating a meeting behind the scenes that will surprise you, but right now you're feeling a little bit unsure. You're like, I'm not sure how that could work out because I can't see it. Now we do have the woman there, male or female. This is not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. The woman just represents creativity, getting out there, expressing yourself on a creative fashion, being open to love, reciprocal to love, and receptive to love. Also, the crown chakra is highlighted with the hat there. So this indicates that, you know, you're being open to romance and to more sensuality in your life. And also, when you get this, it indicates that you've been developing your intuition, especially since you've got the Moon card there present. Some of you may have been developing your spiritual gifts or taking a more spiritual path in life, and it's been helping you ground your emotions so that you are preparing the way for this love that's coming on in. We do have an anchor, which means stability and, you know, grounding and finding your place where you feel like you belong in life in general. So a lot of you may have been tapping into your inner compass and searching for your soul path or your life's meaning. And you've been connecting to your life's purpose path. So I feel a lot of that sometimes, you know, the universe separates us from the opportunity of love so that we can actually discover our true north. So we can discover our true path and really involve ourselves on our life's mission. So the anchor indicates that you, in the future, because this is the future outcome position, the anchor represents finding where you belong and also grounding your emotions and wanting to settle down in a long-term relationship. Also, the anchor indicates safety in your emotions. So I feel like you are learning to, you know, self-care, find emotional security within yourself, and to protect your energy against people who are always taking. When you get this card, it really indicates that there is an enduring and long-lasting relationship coming on in, because the anchor represents long-term. So let's see who, what, why, when, where a person is coming on in. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Now, before I even start, they're showing me, it looks like a champagne bottle, but the cork is beside it. So if I'm looking at it, it looks like it's an empty champagne bottle is what I'm seeing in the water. Now, some of you may have just come to this reading after going to a party, or perhaps you had a dinner party yourself and you've been lucky enough to have champagne and you're looking at an empty bottle there. So please take it as it resonates. Okay. I'm just going to pop those down for you. The energy that I'm getting from this champagne bottle is exhaustion. Now, this could be that you're exhausted with the dating scene. You feel it's oversaturated. You feel it's difficult. And there's just a lot of people out there who really have not sparked your attention. There's no chemistry, or you may feel that there's no one really that you would go for right now in your immediate circumstances. It can also represent that you feel there's nothing really to celebrate anymore, or that the energy has changed for the last couple of years, and that the dating scene just feels a little bit like frustrating. Okay, I'm just getting this energy of exhaustion, feeling fully drained. So maybe it's trying to represent this feeling of emptiness right now, or you feel that there's nothing to celebrate right now, or maybe you feel like there's no invitations or anything you can go out and try and really connect to someone new. Remember, you don't have to go out and celebrate. It could also, I mean, let me just put this way. It doesn't mean you have to find someone at a celebration. You can find someone anywhere. You know, a friend of mine, I think I've mentioned this before, so please forgive me if you've heard this before. A friend of mine, she was going through a very difficult divorce, and where her partner cheated on her, and she'd been very unwell, and the partner cheated on her. And she thought she'd never find anyone again. And I kid you not, she found someone on the train, on the subway. You know, she just basically, the universe orchestrated a meeting between that person, her and that person, twice. You know, and she told me about it the first day, and I was like, oh my gosh, did you get his number? And she was like, no, I don't do that sort of thing. I'm too shy. And I was like, well, next time you see him, get his number. And I kind of dared her to do it. And then the next day I said, did you see him today? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. And we kind of just thought it was a one-off. And then the next day he was on the subway on the same carriage, and he was staring at her, and she found herself, you know, the words hello popped out of her mind, out of her mouth, and she's like, oh my gosh, I never talk to strangers, what is going on? But the universe orchestrated that meeting, and they're still together. So the universe will put you in the right situation to meet the right person. But what I'm seeing here is, I mean, look, I'm seeing the Lovers. So there is love coming on in here for you. This is in your near future position. So the Queen of Cups tells me that you have been in a deep period of self-reflection, self-love, self-care, and building healthier boundaries, and that there is love coming on in. I mean, 10 of Cups, you're going to be very happy with this new person. So the empty bottle, the champagne bottle, it can represent that you will be invited to something where there's lots of champagne, and you may meet this person there. It could also represent a sign. You could be walking down the sidewalk tomorrow and see like an empty bottle of champagne on the sidewalk. This could be your sign that you're closer than ever before to meeting your person, okay? So just watch out for that. For some of you, and I've got a small percentage of you, there's some Librans who are already talking to somebody new. And if you're already talking to someone new, this is going to be a long-term relationship. I mean, look at that, Ace of Cups. Your reading is like full of love. There is a love connection coming on in. You will move in with this person. You will be with this person. It is a long-standing relationship. So again, if you've just started talking to someone and you're like, oh, is this the person? Of course, actions speak louder than words. But what I can see in your chart, if you're speaking to someone new, because Ace of Swords is to speak to someone new, you know, you are going to develop a long-term relationship with this person. Now, for those of you who have not been speaking to someone new, the Ace of Swords indicates you will be. Aces are new, they're divinely guided by the universe, and they're breakthroughs, okay? So this indicates a very powerful time of action. So some of you are actually feeling the energy or finding your motivation after a long period of feeling low energy or low vibes. You're finding the energy to get yourself in a situation to meet someone new. Again, whether that's in terms of a hobby, whether that's in terms of a place where you express yourself. Swords, they are all about communication and the mind. So some of you may even put yourself on like, you know, book yourself on a conference. So you go to listen to somebody, and in the audience, you find someone there. So with the Ace of Swords, I really feel there's going to be a lot of meaningful coincidences in your life in the next couple of weeks. Pay close attention to the signs. I really feel one of them is an empty bottle of champagne. Okay, so look out for that. It could even be that you've been invited to someone's wedding, and there's going to be lots of, empty bottles of champagne there. So just please take it as it resonates. Sometimes these things, they don't resonate at all in the moment, and then suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, I saw the empty bottle of champagne. It was bizarrely on someone's wall as a walking down the street. So just watch out for that. Now, what's crossing you? We have the Knight of Swords. Now, when it's crossing, it indicates that some of you may be a little bit shy, or sometimes you get a little bit tongue-tied when you're getting out there and you meet someone new. This also indicates that there needs to be action. You need to take some steps in order to put yourself in a circumstance to meet someone new. Now, some of those circumstances are just manifesting, okay? Thinking about what you desire, not really looking back at the past. Only look at the past in order to learn a lesson, but to look forward to the future and say, this is what I want, and watch it rush in. With the Knight of Swords, a lot of you are changing your lifestyle at the moment. Now, this could be through diet, it could be through exercise routine, it could be through job, or if you're retired, it could be that you're thinking about moving home or you're going traveling. Because the Knight of Swords is a momentum, you know, a movement card. They're indicating here that things have been slow, but this is a card which suggests there's going to be very quick movement. You're going to meet someone new who does what they say. They walk their talk. They're giving me, their word is their bond. Their word is their bond. So this is someone... someone who is very intense, very passionate, and I mean intense in a really good way, where they pay attention to, you know, the little things in life. Someone who notices everything about you. You know, so if you like that, you know, if you're walking down in a market and you love a little cake, and you go, oh, I used to love those when I was a child, and then you walk on by, the next time they see you, they're going to bring that little cake and a coffee or whatever, and, you know, they're going to surprise you with it. This person, they think about the little things in life, and they like to give surprises. Okay, they like to give little surprise gifts. This is the sort of person who will leave you a note in the morning if they have to go to work. They'll leave you a little note to let you know how much they care about you. So this person is actually very romantic. Now, we do have the star energy here. So deep down, you have been going through, as I said, a period of healing. Stars are all about healing, but they're also about being seen. So I do feel that it's been a long time since a person has really seen you, really understood you, really got you. And I feel this new person is going to do that. I do feel the stars are aligning to bring you a wish, a desire. The star also represents a period of deep wisdom and connecting to your true path, but also it's a renewal of hope, a renewal of energy, and finally seeing that, you know, you need to take action to put yourself in a situation to meet love. The star also indicates that there is a brighter future to look forward to. Now, in the past, we've got the Nine of Swords here, which also tells me that there has been some anxious experience or something that has caused a lot of bewilderment. There may even have been some regret from the past. I do feel like there's potentially a person that maybe you connected with that caused a lot of sleepless nights for you. I feel this person does feel guilty, but with the Nine of Swords, I feel like something ended in a very difficult way, and you had to have a very difficult blossoming experience because of it. Some of you may have even turned your pain to gain by writing about it, or you know, making music or art or something. It spun you off into being a very creative person, is what they're showing me. But the Nine of Swords in this position tells me it's in the past. A lot of you also have been trying to change your schedule to make sure that you get better sleep, better exercise, better eating habits, and just generally feeling better about yourself by implementing self-care routines. The Queen of Cups here does indicate that you are a healer. I was talking about that energy already. Queen of Cups also suggests that you're someone who's so generous with your heart. but you had to learn to be a best friend to yourself for a while. You had to reflect on your own emotional security and know that you are worthy of more love and respect that you've perhaps been receiving in the past. Now, this also is a call to heal yourself and to fill your cup of love first with healthy things, because we all have that cup of love for ourselves first. And if we've had experiences from our past, for example, if you witnessed parents divorcing and there was a lot of conflict, you know, there's going to be elements, ingredients in that cup that really connects to that dissatisfaction. Is that even a word? Dissatisfaction, I'm guessing. It's more the word, but I'm scrying at the same time as doing this reading. So they gave me this word dissatisfaction. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't think it's a word, but that's what I'm being given. But you may have been bullied, or you may have had a high-level commitment relationship that did not go your way. And all those experiences are in the cup of love. So if you have trust issues, if you have insecurity, if you feel shy, if you have felt unworthy because you were bullied, or any of those experiences that perhaps you don't really think about day to day, on a subconscious level, they may in some way influence the way you operate in love, making you feel very cautious. And I feel right now you're open and ready and waiting for love. I feel like you're in a position where you're ready, okay? Because this indicates you are open to love right now. This is your potential position. In the near future, we have the Lover's card. Do I need to say more than that? The Lover's card is, of course, a soulmate energy. So there's someone coming on in here who is going to sweep you off your feet. Of course, it's going to be wonderfully romantic, and I feel like this love will change your life. It's a very protective love in a very intimate way, very romantic, very passionate. But the Lover's card also indicates you have a choice, okay? With the King of Pentacles here, it does indicate you've got an Ace of Swords and you've got an Ace of Cups here, and there's a Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords kind of gives me this indication that there is potential for someone from your past to be thinking about you, because I am getting a sense of regret when I get the past energy. I'm going to just pull a quick card on that. Mercury retrogrades from the 21st of April until the 14th of May. This is a high period where people from your past may reach out. So just watch out for that. You have a choice. We all have free will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Can you please tell me about this past energy that I've got coming through? What do they need to know about that? Thank you so much. Three of Wands. This is someone who kept you waiting, perhaps. This is someone, yeah, I mean, the Ten of Swords tells me it ended in a very difficult way. I feel really you're looking to the future for other opportunities. I don't feel like you really want to go back to the past, but I feel it's important to recognize that there is someone here who does want a second chance with you, who does want to reunite. The Judgment card is a card of second chances, okay? But the Judgment card also indicates that you've matured since then, and you're making decisions that are based on healthier options for you, and therefore you have basically to get some final clarity or make a final decision through a wake-up call and really connect to a healthier love. Okay. Also with the Judgment card, I feel like you were blocked from a previous experience because you were meant to focus on your true calling, and you have to work out which person, because I do feel like you will have an option, which person is your true calling. Okay, I do see you choosing new love. That's what I see here, especially since this is a singles love reading, and the Ace of Cups indicates new, and the Lover's card, whilst there is a choice, I do feel like you will end up in a high-level commitment, but it depends on what you want. We got the King of Pentacles in your advice to yourself in this moment, which means you're investing in yourself. You're building yourself up. A lot of you may be focusing on your projects or on work, and I feel that you are a natural-born leader. You're learning to carry yourself in a way where you know what you want, and you will not accept less than you truly deserve. So you're having... you're looking at yourself with value, that you bring a lot to the table of love and life in general. Also, the King of Pentacles lends itself to making better decisions. Now, please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, but they're just indicating making better decisions. Okay, so I'll just leave it like that. I know when I look back at my own life and I think of the times where I made a certain decision and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? You know, my guides were like holding their heads in their hands, like, she knows that this is not going to end well. Why is she choosing that route? Well, you know, it was exciting, it was passionate, it was intense. And of course, I knew it was going to be like a moth to a flame. I knew I would be burnt, but it was tempting because sometimes we just do things because we're tempted to do them. You know, we have to learn our own lessons. But with this card, I feel like you're making better decisions. I know I certainly am making better decisions in my life as I mature. But right now, I feel a lot of you may be focusing on your finances, on your projects, and you're looking for someone who invests in a relationship long term. This is someone you can settle down with, someone you can respect, someone who is by your side when life gets difficult, because life is full of ups and downs, and you need to know that there's someone there that you can trust fully. And with the King of Pentacles, you're actually attracting someone who is faithful, loving, kind, generous, and secure in a relationship. Someone who is faithful, someone you know who will be there, who invests in a future. Now, we do have the external circumstances as a 10 of Cups. So this indicates that you and this person, this new person, will be very happy together. If you're looking to build a family unit with this person, then you absolutely will have a wonderful family unit. You will move in with this person, get married if you're looking to have that. Not everybody wants those things that life suggests we should have those things. You're living life on your own terms, but the 10 of Cups indicates a lot of happiness. The happy ever after that you've desired with someone who walks by your side, whilst at the same time retaining independence within a union. The 10 of Cups is total love, total support, total contentment, and you know, a feeling of happiness, peace, serenity, and good fortune, as well as well-being. So I do feel that there is a wonderful connection coming on in for you. Now, I need to pull a card with this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is someone who investigates things. So there may be part of you that looks back at a situation, a yearning perhaps of, and I don't feel like it's a yearning to be with a past person or a past situation. I feel like there is a desire to understand why. Okay, because the Page of Swords is very curious, really wants to get to the bottom of something, get the knowledge. There may even be a theory that you have about a previous situation that you really want to know about, but you haven't been able to find out about. I want you to be aware that sometimes not knowing is fine. Sometimes you can just let the past go and say, you know what, that will remain one of my unresolved mysteries in my life, and I'm embracing something new, something where I know where I stand, something that brings security. The universe will, you know, they will orchestrate things where they will take something or someone out of your life if they feel long-term this is not the right situation for you. So if you've gone through an experience where someone has left suddenly or ghosted, or a relationship did not go in your favor, or even if you have not had a love relationship to date, it's okay, because there is a greater plan and there is a relationship that is opening up for you that is deeply loving and secure. Now, also the Page of Swords, this is the hope and fear position. So for some of you, pages represent news. So some of you may already be talking to someone new, and you may be curious about whether it goes somewhere, okay, whether this is going to be a thing. Let it unfold organically, okay? Don't you know, try to control it or imagine what it should be in the future. Allow it to be what it's meant to be in the future. The Page of Swords also in this position can mean that sometimes, especially if you are trying to meet someone new and you haven't yet, that you may find it difficult to open up, or you may have trouble finding your words. You're very shy. You may stumble over your words. I remember once when I first met, I met a guy who walked through the doors once, and I was like, OMG, that is the most glorious human I've ever seen in my life. And when I went to talk, to say something, because I was working at the time, and he came into the working environment, and I had to say something, and I kid you not, I went, la, 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 and I was like, what is that? And he just smiled, and apparently I had met him before, and I was like, had I would remember this person if I'd met him before, but maybe he was just saying that to make me feel a little bit calmer, but I just would, anyway, of course that didn't go anywhere, but my point being is sometimes even the universe steps in and says, no, this is not right. So that's why I'm going to make it difficult, really difficult. And it's going to be really easy with this new person that comes in. It's just going to feel right. It just naturally flows, okay? So don't worry about those things. Also, this new person that you're meeting, it's like a meeting of minds. This is a person who's on the same page as you. This is someone who's very intelligent, and they pay attention to your needs. I feel the fear here is someone who really just doesn't get you, who doesn't see you, who you invest in and it goes nowhere. That's not going to happen here. The outcome, I mean, this is the general outcome, which is the Ace of Cups, which means, you know, a divine union full of unconditional love and abundance. So this is the start of something new. You're able to dream of a future with somebody and know that they're dreaming of the same future with you. And I do feel it's going to be very romantic, very rewarding, and very enlightening. And I actually see that if you want to get married, then this will lead to a higher level of commitment and it will take that route. But if you just want to move in with that person, or you want a connection that lasts the test of time, I really feel with your Ace of Cups and the Lover's card that this is headed in the direction of your dreams. There is long-term energy with this connection. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Oh, they're giving me a song right now. They're giving me a song. Oh gosh, you know, I really love this song actually. It's very of the now. It's a song that's quite modern. I'll give you the lyrics that they give me. Of all the lyrics, I mean, this song is really great. Of all the lyrics, they've honed in on this particular part. Okay, I'll give you what they're giving me. I fear I'm on an island in an ocean full of change. Can't bring myself to dive into an ocean full of change. It's very fast. I hope yeah. Now, that's all they've given me of this song. And maybe that's how you're feeling, that life has changed. I mean, of course, you know, life has always been a bit crazy and the dating scene has always been hit and miss. But since the pandemic, of course, there are going to be different things that perhaps you're going to look for in a person. There's going to be different stipulations. It's going to feel different. And if you've been out of the dating game for a while, you may feel a little bit hesitant. But I definitely see you edging into, you know, diving into the sea full of change. I definitely see you taking action to do that. You're going to, whether it's through a hobby or a group learning experience, or whether it's you taking yourself on a spiritual retreat or a vacation, or taking up an invitation, I definitely see that you're going to find someone new. Now that song is George Ezra. Sorry, let me get it right. George Ezra. And I think it's called Shiny Happy People or something like that. It's such a joyful song, but they gave you that little bit there. I mean, anyway, I mean, it's like, hey, shiny people, we should all be together or something like that. I can't remember exactly the lyrics. I can only give you what they just gave me right now. But it's a really great song and it makes me feel great. Anyway, yeah, so this song may be relevant because it may play in the next 6 weeks or so. That indicates you're closer than ever before to meeting somebody new. It could also play when you're on a date with a new person, or when you just start talking to someone new. So listen out for that song. I mean, it's literally everywhere at the moment. So sometimes, although I love that song, sometimes I hate it when they give me a song that's so in the now, that could play, because it's so obvious. It's like, yeah, it could play anywhere and everywhere. I really like the really obscure songs that they give me that I don't really know, and then when it pops up I'm like, oh. Anyway, let's move on. Listen out for that song, and also look out for the empty bottle. Okay, the champagne bottle. Now we've got this card here, Gemini. Now, it could be indicative of a Gemini coming in for you because we got the Lover's card there. I do have strong water coming on in, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancerian energy. We do have some Earth, wonderful Taurus energy grounding it, and maybe it also indicates that Taurus season is a very good time for you to meet someone new. We've also got some Aquarius here, and we've got, yeah, Gemini, very strong Gemini. Yeah, so I'll leave that there. It could be sun, moon, or rising, but it doesn't have to be. It can be that they've got strong elements in their chart in those areas. Now it says here, adaptable, informative, connected, communicative, talkative, superficial, restless, love, variety, curious, social. Now, as I said, I feel that you are going to be a little bit more sociable than usual, but you may be someone who, you know, can't stand it because there's a lot of superficiality out there right now, and you're looking for something that's grounded, something that's real. And I feel that you will be connected to someone very, very soon. I mean, puzzle pieces do indicate that, you know, everything's coming together, any missing pieces in your life. And also this person may have a twin, or you may have a twin, but I feel there is, you know, if you want to have children and you can have children, then there is a potential for you to have a twin as well. Okay. Now we've also got the 5th house, which is really wonderful here, which indicates, of course, love. It says love affairs, romance, play, parties, creativity, children, having fun, entertainment, fertility, dating, and joy. And I do feel by putting yourself in a situation, you're actually going to meet this new love. The universe has decided it's time for you to have love. So no matter what you do, it will orchestrate a meeting between you and someone that will lead to something a little bit more romantic. Now also, before I go, they're showing me a bench. A bench. It's just a bench on its own. So maybe you're going to take a walk in the park and sit on a bench with this person. I mean, that is such a cliche of a romantic relationship. But they are, I mean, a bench. I'm trying to pick up the energy. I mean, there may be a bench that has some sort of love quote on it that you'll see soon. I can't see anything like that on the bench that they're showing me. They're giving me an energy that there is a new person who is good at keeping their promises. Someone who is going to bring very positive influence into your life. Someone will join you on that bench. That's what they're giving me. There will be someone there who will join you on that bench. You'll be bonded to this person. It's a contract of love. So I will leave it there. I'm just going to get a trinket for you. I'm not sure about the bench. I mean, there's going to be benches everywhere. Unless there's something like engraved on it that's to do with love, I would dismiss that image. I feel it's more of an energy that's coming through, so just be aware. Also, we have an angel wing as your final trinket, which indicates you're being guided to this person, you're being protected and directed to the right person, and that this relationship will bring stability. Okay, so a very positive time. I mean, you may also notice a lot of angel wings symbolism on billboards or on coins or on in a movie or something. So look out for angel wings. I do feel that that is also a sign for you to look out for in terms of being closer to meeting this new person. So I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Librans. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans, and love and light.